Alrighty, ladies and gents, it's been a few days since I've played. I thought I might have some time during my recording week to get some done, but I didn't, so last we left off, we were doing these endings. We did as many of them as we could. I decided, at the end of the last video, I talked about how I may or may not do all the other alternate endings, whatever the other choices I have. I decided I will do it. Obviously up here we don't do this. We already did the coin toss. Here, I mean, I don't know how much this is really gonna change by doing this, right? So this is where we voted C team, right? So that means we have to vote the other team. Because, like, that's one thing that I have to say is a little weird about this game, is I almost, like, wish I could go down and these choices, you know, mattered, and then I went into these branches and did, like, you know, like, whatever I chose here would then give me the fragments only for that choice, and then I go down and do that path, right? Rather than jumping around to, like, here, where, you know, this branch, where, you know, maybe, like, someone betrayed the vote and this other team died. Or this team, where everyone, like, balanced. Or this one, where, you know, someone else betrayed, right? So, like, it's just a little strange to me. So, like, here, literally nothing in my gameplay loop, as far as I know, is gonna change by going here and changing the decision from this to this, right? It's just gonna, like, I don't know, that's just, like, a little bit of, like, the weird thing to me, at least as far as I know. It doesn't seem to even, like, save the choice that I made, kind of thing. It just depends on what branch I go into. So now we just fast forward to the vote, right? And then see what happens after we pick it. So last time we picked C team. Worst case, I can run through this again that quickly and change it back to C team if it does drastically change the game, right?
Your vote has been accepted.
The plot thickens.
Oh, Miro,
Why
we
would
know
you?
you now.
If Carlos voted for D team like he said he would in the note,
Maybe that was the result he was going for. He wanted to kill the 3 in D team.
no.
You said it earlier, right, Mira? The note Gab brought, it could have been a trap from C team.
Right. But that doesn't mean voting for D team can be justified. If it really was a trap, there still isn't a solid reason to go against what it says in the note. Because regardless, as long as Diana doesn't flip on us, we may be screwed anyway.
Mira?
There's no way we can justify it by saying we voted this way in self-defense.
Warm around. Alright.
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded.
Yep.
You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the free.
Ah.
When you next wake, those who survived will be able to regret the decision they made. As all members of a single team will perish as a result
Did
of the
we hear that before?
vote.
We've heard so many of these recordings that I can't quite remember if it's the exact same, right? Did he say that in the last time? Where he said he won't inject the memory drug? My bad memory is gonna...
Diana?
I feel like it might hinder me.
Diana.
Oh, shit. Oh man, we're actually gonna see it, aren't we?
Where are we? I think it's the healing room.
Ironic.
Open this door!
What is this color? No idea.
Zero must have put them on us. But
Let's take them off.
he can't. There's no hole for a key.
But there must be a way.
And now for the voting results. The team who received 2 votes is you, D-Team.
Wow. I killed the team I like the most.
D-Team will be executed.
No!
Damn it!
Why? What's Q Team thinking? If they were going to choose us, then there was no point in sending Gab.
That's true, but
There has to be a trick to this game. Something nonsensical. Illogical, maybe.
You're trying hard. Why is it you decided to kill all of them?
It's almost like they were forced to do it because
Stop talking nonsense!
Zero! You won't get
they
away
had to
with
go
this.
change the endings.
Swear I'll...
Sigma, let's jump.
What?
Oh shit.
May you rest in peace. Votita acta est fabula.
They're jumping? Where are they jumping to? Well, damn. Well, I guess that's the consequences of those actions. Completed. Watch all the... Oh, the... Okay. Interesting. So here we have another choice, right? So we did this one, right? This branch is complete. Is that what we get the achievement for? Is because we completed that one? We haven't completed any of the other ones, right? That's why we haven't gotten that before? Yeah. Okay. Even here? No, okay, we did have that one. Alright, let's go here. And we're gonna go inject the Radical 6. That was pretty crazy, though. Like, I didn't know we'd actually go and, like, watch them get killed for the consequences of those actions, you know?
Zero!
17 years ago, a woman died. Just
Okay, so we had all this.
the mortality. And if it comes
This was where we either inject Radical 6 in ourselves, and if we did, then Zero would have known that we would have done it and helped us, right? By making that pinch earlier, give us the other drug. So I didn't inject to play it safe last time, so we will just inject this time. Just taking all the madness routes.
Let's do it.
Injecting us with
Why?
drugs.
Care to share your reason?
After everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said. If Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That
Right.
means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't. Our fate can go 4 different ways if that's the situation. If we are infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. If we aren't infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. The important thing we need to remember, though, is the mortality rates. Zero said the casualty rate is 75% for the Radical 6.
So he's gonna weigh the...
And we saw in the
but
files
the
that
100%.
100% confirmed for Fnatic Bio-R.
So he's weighing the percentages,
So
and that's
we
that's
can use
interesting.
that to determine.
Take the 75% chance to survive.
It's clear which option is best, right?
I see. The probability that we're infected with FBR is 2 to 1, which means if we inject Radical 6, our survival rate is half of 125,
Interesting.
62.5%.
And if we don't inject it, then our chance is sitting at 50%.
Any objections? Then we know what to do.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. Ready? And...
Like through the bracelet.
So are we good?
They're alive so
Did
far.
we do the right thing?
The lab door opened afterwards, so we must have.
Do you feel any different?
No. Not
It's
really.
probably gonna be like some bullshit where
So, I guess.
Zero is not. I imagine Zero isn't a like.
Hey, Eric. I've heard this
clairvoyant,
before,
right?
But, well, your laugh is kind of strange.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this is,
Hold on, I'll talk in a minute.
well, sort of a bad habit I've had since I was a kid.
What do you mean?
Issues at home, I guess.
Ah, we
Was
can
your
get a little
family
bit of Eric.
That's just it. We were completely normal. A kind mom, a clumsy dad, and an annoying little brother.
That's not what we saw before, right?
Oh, dear. What's wrong?
I'm not sure. They've just been crying.
Hey, you two. Mind telling Mommy why you're crying?
Chris broke my toy!
No! It was your fault, Eric!
Chris, Eric, listen to me,
Damn
okay?
kids.
When painful or sad things happen, people get angry or cry because of them. But even at those times, I want you to never forget to smile.
Smile?
Yes,
Ugh,
smile.
a creepy
No
pan to
matter
his
how
face.
painful things get, as long as you can face it with a smile, happiness will come to you. Smiles have a strange power.
Really?
Yes, really. And that's not all.
Oh my
Smiles
god.
Make everyone all around you happy too.
Did Mira kill
You'll be happy too?
Eric's mom?
So why don't you two stop fighting and show Mommy your smiles?
Okay.
Yeah!
You sure are something else. Hey, what about me? Did Daddy get some smiles too?
Oh dear. It
Wait,
looks
I
like
think I know that
Daddy's
voice.
lonely, you two. Let's all give him a whole lot of smiles.
Okay.
Get over here for a hug.
Dude! Oh,
You've gotten big.
you guys are gonna have to
Me
tell
too.
me. Is
Me
that
too.
Matt Mercer doing a different
Okay.
voice for the dad?
Okay. Come at me. I'm ready.
Yay!
I would be shocked if you told me that wasn't Matt Mercer. The voice actor for Sigma. I believe that's who the dad is.
Mom always told us to never forget to smile. She'd never hurt a bug. Not even if a line of ants crossed her path. She was that kind and gentle. She was incredible. And
When we lost her,
that's when Dad changed.
how'd you lose her? Damn, drinking. Everything's in
Shut the
disarray.
hell up. Who said you could fucking cry?
Chris!
Oh, Jesus, Eric. Can't you even look after your shitty little brother?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
Jeez.
Fucking kids. Hey, go find someone to get me beer.
Don't cry. Don't get mad. You better always smile, was what Dad liked to say. But unlike Mom, he was never not angry with us.
I wonder if it'll be easy to find who the voice actor is for Eric's dad. It's such like a background character.
Just smiling day in and day out. No fun. Not happy. I'd be
And
made
has
fun
no
of
name and stuff like
or
that.
yelled at. And no matter the pain, no matter how bad it was, I never raised my voice. I just kept smiling. I didn't
Jeez.
stop, even after Dad fell ill and died.
He's just a broken dude.
So I guess the two smiles, one taught by my mom and one forced by my dad, got kinda mixed up, and the result is what I pasted on my face.
Eric, she's...
I've never talked to anyone about all of this before, but... Mira, will you still love me? Even with me being like this?
How dumb can you get?
I still have to cut out your heart,
Yeah,
silly
you're
goose.
right. I didn't even have to ask, did I?
Eric, thanks for sharing that.
It wasn't like I did it for you or anything. It just sort of came out, that's all.
Yeah, still, thanks.
To tell the truth, I just
I
didn't want
get
to end up
itchies
like
on my
my
arm
father.
for some reason.
So I forced my mouth to keep smiling through everything. But it's no use. The worst part of me still came to the front after we got trapped here. I pushed all of that on you, too.
Don't worry about it. I'm alright.
Okay.
So, you never mentioned you had a younger brother.
Yeah. About your age, more or less.
What? We're the same age? Oh, maybe we could be friends. Would it be okay if I met him after we
What?
get out?
Well... anyway, sorry I turned the mood dark.
Why did he think about the door when he...
You turn the mood.
Huh.
Oh, your jokes always crack me up, Eric.
Huh?
I mean, to think that was dark.
Uh-oh.
You really have a sense for these things.
Uh-oh. Is Mira gonna...
Don't worry, listening to it was a lot of fun.
Wait a minute. What makes you think that was all a joke?
Uh-huh.
It was such a sad story. He just told us he's been holding in this painful past the whole time. How is
You're
that a
gonna find a
joke?
problem with Mira?
Oh, I just didn't think to make a mistake like that.
Uh-oh.
A mistake?
She's always
I'm
trying
so
to fake
sorry.
her emotions, right?
I've always
She
been
picked the
clumsy.
wrong one to fake, kind of
It's
thing.
times like these that I don't even know how to look, you know?
Clumsy?
Hey, Eric.
She about to kill him.
Can you tell me?
Mira?
What did your mom look like? Oh, or not. I swear. I think it's possible that she killed his mom.
No. Mira?
Mira be crazy, man. To think, if I would have chose this option, I would have found out Mira was crazy a little earlier. Oh, is the Radical 6 taking effect? Q's like dizzy.
What's wrong with you, Mira? Stop!
Or did he just fall over?
Stop this!
Yeah, he seems wobbly. Well. Goddamn, Mira.
No!
You make one slip up in conversation and you resort to just kill them all. Jesus. Goddamn, alright. That's where we leave that one. Interesting. Where did these go in terms of flow chart? Well, I guess regardless of the choice, it's this one, right? Right here. Yeah, so my thoughts on the whole Mira thing. I want to talk about that first before we move on here. Eric talked about losing his mom, right? And the mom used to always talk about smiles. The first victim of Mira was a, like, middle-aged woman, right? Who told her to keep to smile and she looks better that way, right? And it seemed like Mira's first victim was when she was younger, right? When she was a kid. maybe around the age that Eric's was when his dad, like, lost it because their mom died. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if we go through this story and we find out that Mira is the one that killed their mom. Goddamn. I like that theory. Well, I mean, I don't like that theory. Oh, cool, they highlight them. See the little borders around? Oops, I didn't mean to click on it. When we, like, finish the whole thing, that'll help us in the future when we have everything unlocked to find what we haven't done. That's nice. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, the whole smile thing, I was like, why did it focus so much on, like, the smile aspect? And we know that, you know, in Mira's past, she was told the same thing that Eric said, which that's a very, like, tropey thing to do in, like, in media, right? Is to have a kid say a very, very similar thing to what a parent said, right? And it just shows that, like, familial bond sort of thing. So, definitely I definitely think there's something there. I'd almost be disappointed at this point if there isn't something there, you know? Because I like it so much. But yeah, alright, let's, there was something else I wanted to talk about, wasn't there? And now I can't remember. Shoot. 'Cause, it was during those scenes, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait to talk about it because I didn't want to... Oh, maybe it was the Radical 6 thing. I was thinking, I don't think Zero is clairvoyant. What I imagine is, if Radical 6 doesn't affect them at all, like, I mean, now Eric and Q are dead, but if Mira did inject herself, and it doesn't affect her, I don't think it's that Zero is clairvoyant and knew to, like, either prick their finger, like, knew whether they'd take it or not. I imagine when it pricked their finger, it just gave them nothing, and then whatever's in those vials, right, for Radical 6, there just isn't anything really in there. It's like a placebo that just makes you think it's Radical 6. And then Zero just doesn't have to be clairvoyant. He can just say that and be like, oh, if you take it, I'll know, and, you know, and I would have set up the drug when I prick your finger. And if you didn't take it, I'd know, you know. And if he was clairvoyant, he probably wouldn't have to say it that way. He could have just said, like, I know what you're gonna do, right? Kind of thing. But that's my guess, is that Radical 6 drug they took was nothing, right? And the pricking the finger was nothing, too. All of it is just show. Anyway. Let's go change our choice here and freaking hit one of the teams with acid. And see where this leads. So far, it seems like we're just getting some more story with the different characters in this branch by picking the different choices, which is still nice. We got all their craziness that we've seen already. And now we press a button. Ha! Die in acid, fools. Alright.
What happened?
I see. Interesting.
Did you push the button?
Does this mean we're going to be saved?
But then... the others will...
You killed them! C-Team and D-Team are gonna...
I couldn't remember the circumstance, so pressing that button killed both
this
other
so we
teams.
could survive. There was no
That's
way
crazy.
around it.
But...
It's not my fault!
So what happens if one of the other
from the start
teams
not to
hits
push
the
it.
button too?
what?
Or were
What
they
are
not
you
in the same
talking about?
situation?
It was obvious you were planning on pressing it.
But you're the one who actually did! It was your hand! You pushed it!
Freaking Eric.
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
That's a creepy
Zero.
background track.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
Why? 1929.
You
Alright.
The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you.
So I bet there's like a
No.
line where
No.
like
I didn't do it. He's the one who pushed it.
a line of story
he's-
where you can keep these characters having their memories like at almost every step of the way as long as you do like exactly
I
what
told
Zero
you.
wants, right?
I didn't kill anybody. I was only watching. Dad, I was just watching. No.
Just
Chris
Eric.
didn't do anything wrong.
Freaking out,
I
man.
was the one who... Please, forgive him, Dad. Cold.
Going back to his
It's
childhood.
cold. The water was so cold.
Pleasant dreams.
Zero's just like, alright, whatever. What if Zero is Chris and he didn't actually die? Like, I assume he died and Eric had to throw his body in the lake or something. But he actually lived and became Zero. Alright. Uh-oh. I done did it. I brought us on a different path. Okay. So this is what I do like. I do like that every now and then we do get this. Like, it does, like, force us to continue on. So maybe that's this right here. Maybe this is what we're about to get. Alright, well, let's see what it is, I guess. I already made this choice, so we're going with it. Just one little speck. He's tied up. Oh, poor puppy. Are they just about to be acided in their sleep? Oh.
Where are we?
I think it's the decontamination room.
Decontamination.
I think we've
They're about to be putting these rooms in
trapped in this
acid.
room before. Is it just deja vu?
Oh.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I.
Wait, this button.
It's the same for you, Carlos?
You feel it as well?
Interesting.
Not just her. I sense it too. Somehow, this button is very important.
Huh. Maybe we lost our memories of it.
The drugs. In the bracelets.
So this must have been...
What in the world?
They must have decided not to press it. Oh, this is gonna be fucked up. Jeez, oh my god, just the smoke of red. Ugh. So they must have decided not to press it, so their memories were wiped, and that's why they were getting that deja vu feeling of, like, we've been here. So this must be a branch where Q hit the button and the other two teams didn't. Q got to keep his memories of Q's team, and Team C and D lost their memories. Oh, they're just... Ugh, God. They're just piles of meat. Well... Technically, they should be able to go open the door, right?
This is...
The lounge.
What happened in the decontamination room?
It would be inconvenient if you forgot to cause the deaths of others.
That's right. That button.
Now announcing the current
Yep.
casualties. C Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. D Team, Diana.
Look at that face on Eric,
Sigma.
Jesus.
These 6 are now deceased. As a result,
It's also funny panning from Mira's face, who doesn't give a shit because she doesn't have emotions, to Eric's face.
Key,
Oh.
Quark, Mom,
Quark.
Deer, Arm.
Dream,
That
Key,
is all.
Quark, Mom, Dear.
It's a lie!
Everyone, everyone.
I might have to go back for that. Shit.
Yeah!
Eric.
Oh no.
Interesting.
What have I done?
No need to blame
The,
yourself. All you did was make the right choice.
But
Forget about
The
it.
code is
We need to
interesting.
focus on what's next. We have 6 passwords.
One of them,
So can't
being
we-
Quark is interesting to me.
I overreacted a bit, but you know, maybe it's better this way. What I mean is, I know we're all in danger from this game, but instead of being forced to kill each other, it's just a vote and a press of a button.
Yeah. Plus, we're just put to sleep after. So to suddenly learn the whole thing is over?
wait, what if it's not just that? The amnesia drugs. In the bracelets. Maybe we didn't get injected this time, but what if every time we wake up, we have to go through the same scenario over and over again? And we're put to sleep after each one. Our memories of it gone.
Give it up. We don't need to talk about this. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of
He's
know,
Let's.
unless what
wait.
Q is saying is they replay the same
Aren't
thing,
we
like, hey,
forgetting
press this
someone?
button, and they don't. And then they get put in the situation, hey, press this button, and they keep going until they do press it, but that doesn't seem to be the... Oh, shit. Wait, what? Oh, they knew where he was?
That's so mean.
It is!
Why in the...
Let's see if we can get it off.
How did they know he was here?
About before, you were saying we're repeating our actions with no memories. It's like the Sleeping Beauty problem.
The Sleeping Beauty what?
It's
Hmm.
one of the famous paradoxes. The experiment starts on a Sunday. The subject is put to sleep, and then a coin is flipped. If it's heads, the subject is woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep again. And that's it. That's all they do for heads.
And if it's tails?
They're woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep.
But that's just the same as heads.
To that point, it is. But it's different after that. After the subject falls asleep again, their memories from Monday are erased. They are then asked the same question again on Tuesday.
What's the question?
What was the probability it was heads?
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Hey,
Interesting.
how is that a problem then? It's obvious. There's a 50-50 chance of it being heads.
You'd think so, normally. But when you're being asked it, there are 3 positions you could be in. The coin was heads. It is Monday. The coin was tails. It is Monday. And the coin was tails. It is Tuesday. That would make the probability of it being heads as 1 in 3, right?
Hmm.
No. I don't think so. It's a coin, so it'll always be 50-50 odds no matter what.
Okay, let's change some things. If heads appears, it's the same as before. But if it's tails, it ends up repeating 10,000 times.
10,000?
Wake, question, sleep, memory erased. Wake, question, sleep, memory erased. Go through this 10,000 times. Does the probability still stay as 50-50 after all that? thinking about it, wouldn't the chances of it being tails be higher than heads?
If you put it that way, yeah. So, which one is correct?
I'm a little confused
No one
on that
knows.
one. Huh.
They don't have an answer yet. Even the scientists can't decide between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. It's an unsolved problem.
Huh. You know a lot about this.
I read a random book on it once. Well, it was on metempsychosis, but they deal with basically the same thing.
Metempsychosis? What is it?
Wouldn't waking up without your memories be just like being reborn?
Oh, yeah, that sounds similar.
I'm not really sure.
You don't believe in it?
I meant there's no real meaning. Because when you're reborn, all the memories you had during your past life are already gone, right? Well, that means metempsychosis isn't really needed.
If there's no memories, there's no point? Well, no one can perfectly remember things.
Man,
that
I
happened
picked
when you were a
the
kid.
brain fucky
Hell,
route.
Sometimes you can't even remember something from a month ago. So, going by what you said, everything you did before a month ago has no meaning?
Some things before a month ago have no meaning, right?
She's asking if memories really are that important for making you.
Or some
who
things
you
over
are.
a month ago, right?
What is important then?
Well, something must be.
Alright.
Well, it looks like we can't do anymore.
Free Gab.
We're gonna have to give up here.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
This is the
No
worst
way
part of the
around
game,
it.
is having to leave the dog.
We did everything we could.
Come on, let's go.
Go do that other puzzle. Get the rocket launcher. Break the chain. Get the dog out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, okay. Well, I know one was Quark. One was Mom. One was Dream, I'm pretty sure, right? Ugh. I'm bad. I don't remember the rest. Oh boy, we're gonna have to go up pretty far too after that big ass story, aren't we? Eek. Why is my memory so bad, guys? Oh, that's right, Key. God damn it. Deer and Arm are the two that I, like, didn't remember. I should have remembered Key. I'm dumb. Really, this is interesting, though. Like, Dream... Like, if we correlate each one of these words to the 6 people who died, I wonder what it means, right? If there is a meaning. Maybe there is no meaning, right? I'm just trying to think of, like, what it could mean. What if Quark is... What if there's some weird time shenanigans that somehow makes Carlos be Quark? But the thing is Quark is a kid from the future in ZE2. So how would he be an adult in the past? Right? It's just weird that Quark came up as one of the words. But maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way around. Maybe these words have nothing to do with the team, with the people who died. Maybe it has to do with the people who lived. I don't know. But we've had so many different words now that I don't feel like I don't feel like every time, say, Junpei dies, a word is associated with him. Because we've had so many different words, right? Like, the other time 6 people died, it was entirely different words than these. Which, that's already 12 different words, right? And there's not that many people here. So there's absolutely no way that there aren't either multiple words based on, like, a person's death, or it's about the people who are alive, or it's just, I don't know. But I feel like there's probably going to be some kind of meaning to these eventually, right? Or maybe some kind of Easter egg or something. But alright, key deer arm. Alright. So do we get to see any more than this? Or do they just walk out and everything's hunky-dory?
Yes! It opened!
Okay, let's go.
Hey, what's wrong?
What are you doing?
I
Uh-oh.
can't go.
Huh?
I can't leave him behind.
Aw,
Sorry.
Q. You gonna stay with the dog. Kids that age can't make rational decisions like that. Should've just dragged him with them. He doesn't know what he wants. He's too young. Oh, he stayed behind. Aw, look at this.
I decided that I'd stay here too. I
Aw.
wonder why. Maybe it's because I don't have memories? I know nothing about the outside world, so I guess I didn't really want to leave. Did I make the right choice? Or was it the wrong one?
See, kids are fickle.
Yeah, that must be it.
Did he just hear the dog reply to him? Alright, that's just a death ending, I guess. The other two got out though. Alright. That was it though, right? We just saw that. Save complete. I sit on that save complete so long because I think it's gonna go away. No. If we go to the big old flow. Yeah, so that was it, like I thought. Okay. So nothing crazy for going through that, just some extra little scenes. I'm kind of glad I'm going through these like this. Because I feel like it's just adding some... See, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should do a whole section like this, right? Because it was interesting seeing Mira go crazy in this branch, and then seeing it more in this branch. I guess it wouldn't... I guess it doesn't really matter. If we would have seen her go crazy, not in this one, it was this one. Seeing Mira go crazy and stab them, then we would have done this one, and we would have had the context for it, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what the better choice is, right? Of like... Because I was thinking, should I go through, make my initial choices on all of them, and then go back through and change the choices on all of them? Like, so for example, in when I start C-Team, I do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then I go back and do the alternate ending to this one, alternate ending to this one, alternate ending to this one, etc. I wonder if it's better to do that, or do I do this one, and then I go back immediately and do every alternate ending, and then move on to the next one, kind of thing. I don't know what, like, the most effective would be. But so far, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal either way, at least so far. Until we start getting to some of these more, like, locked, like, crazy, deeper parts of the story, right? But, alright, so we have... I think all that's left is this one, right? Because we can't go back to this one yet. But it's also not marked off, right? Like, this is all checked off, yet we don't have the little border around it. Which makes me wonder, we've seen situations in other in other Zero Escape games where you look at the flowchart and then all of a sudden more would pop up based off your choices, right, of other sections. So it could be something like that. But this one, we are stuck. We need to know Q's name to do this, but we don't know Q's name yet, so... Or at least I don't, unless there's been some kind of hint that I don't know yet. But yeah, let's go back to this. So who killed Mira? Can I even do this yet?
Wait, Eric. I didn't kill Mira.
Maybe I don't know
You
what to put in here
didn't?
yet, right?
Of course I didn't. I could never do some.
Then tell me who did it. Tell me
Right,
the
I have
killer's
to put a name in here, right? Maybe I can't do this one yet.
20 seconds. That's all I'm giving you. You better tell me the truth. I don't like liars. Now, tell me. Who killed Mira?
This is where I put 0 in, and he says, like, sure, in a roundabout way, right? And then shot me anyway, and I got the same ending. And then I think I just put Quark in, or not Quark, but Q in, and then he killed us.
You're saying she took her own life?
I think he's just gonna kill us here
Strangling
anyway.
herself? Don't fuck with me!
Yeah, okay. I think I tried Eric before, right? And he didn't... Yeah, this just gives us the same ending, because we were able to fast forward. Okay. I tried another name before, right? Yeah, I don't think... We don't need to save off of that. We tried a different name before, right? What's it... Like, someone else who isn't here? We might not have the answer to do this yet, guys. Let's just try Eric and see what happens. Because I think I already did that, maybe? Let's see, did I see this scene already?
Me? I killed Mira?
Yeah, it's giving me the same thing. I've seen this already. Yeah, he just shoots anyway. Yeah, I don't think we know enough, right? And I think I say Q, like I admit that I killed him, and then he just does it anyway, right? So I guess we just can't do that yet. We need to, I imagine eventually we might see the scene as to who strangles her, right? And then we'll be able to, like, give the right answer. So I guess we're just gonna move on for now, guys, which means we're also done with this branch. So let's move on to this one, shall we? So we kind of know where this one leads, right? So maybe we should just do this one first and get it out of the way while we're kind of in, like, recap territory a bit. We just might get some new, like, character info here.
This is called the decontamination room?
I think you're supposed to clean off after returning from the surface. Well, that was for when there was a nuclear war and the world was contaminated.
Ah, that explains the showerheads.
Just as I thought. This won't open either.
The map shows an elevator hall beyond this door. If we came down the elevator normally, we'd be able to run into this room immediately, but...
What about that? It's connected to the lounge.
I checked it earlier, but no dice. Locked up tight.
Do you think Zero trapped us in here to make us play the decision game?
It's pretty obvious at this point. 1810.
I think it was about 13:30 when we finished voting and the drug put us to sleep.
So that means we were napping like toddlers for 4.5 hours.
Junpei. I have something I've been wanting to ask you.
Oh.
During the vote earlier, you told Carlos.
Come on, Carlos. Vote for Q Team. Yeah, what about it?
What about? How could you be so horrible? You used to... You'd never have said that a year ago.
Oh, like you're one to talk.
What? What happened to you, Junpei? What happened while I was gone?
I'd like to know more about you, too.
What's that, Carlos? Does that mean you're interested in me?
No. My
Yeah,
focus is
Junpei
my
got
little
all
sister.
emo.
Got no time for a love life.
Heh, so our hero of justice has a sister complex.
Junpei?
Wait,
Carlos really is worried about you.
Well, it's more I want to know about you both. Weren't you friends as kids? And last year you were trapped
the
just
sister?
like this and escaped together. So why?
It's not Akane, is
Why
it? That's
the
not what they were
animosity, you
hinting
mean?
at?
That's exactly
I don't think so, right?
Junpei.
I've seen people die. Horrible, cruel deaths I never wanted to see. So many. I'm probably becoming numb. After what happened last year, I quit school and joined a detective firm.
Oh man. What made you want to do that?
It was all because of Akane there. She up and disappeared, so I went to a firm to try and find her. It's small, but known to work among the underground. I've snuck into places running human organ trafficking like they're trading cookies. Saw a coworker I'd just finished eating with pushed off a rooftop the other day. Never had a by-the-books case where I just had to prove he cheated. Every job that passed my hands was dirty and dangerous. That's when I realized humans aren't as beautiful as I thought. I'd only been skimming the surface all this time. So every day, after work, I'd drink myself to sleep. I slept in my bathtub with the shower running. It was the only way I was able to get the scent of blood off me.
Damn.
But last month, finally, I got intel through our network that Akane was joining this experiment.
So that's why you came to decom.
Where the hell did
I
Akane go
was
that
in
whole
charge
time?
and forced my way in.
You ain't gonna say shit, Akane?
So, Akane, how's Santa? I mean, Aoi.
My brother.
I heard about Ace. He's stuck in jail if he hasn't escaped yet. Lotus is doing all right.
Good old Ace.
She's working and raising her kids still.
Hey.
Who told you this?
That detective guy, Seven. I worked with him once. We destroyed Free the Soul's headquarters.
Nice.
Destroyed?
Hey, what's Free the Soul?
A religious cult. They're a freaky terrorist organization who never stop trying to create their new world.
They abducted my brother and I 10 years ago.
And the game we played last year was related to that big kidnapping case.
My brother and I were trying to track Free the Soul's movements, but... You were too, Junpei?
I came across some info on them while I was working. Seven was the one still on their trail. But I kinda think we went too far by destroying their headquarters. I'm pretty sure we pissed off their boss. I think his name was Brother.
Yeah.
So wait, you're saying
talked
the
about
Zero
that.
the Second has something to do with him?
You know anything about it, Akane?
I already told you I'm not
Bunch of
connected
jumbled
to
info
this.
from that we've learned from
I don't know why
CE1
this
and
person is
CE2.
calling themselves Zero.
Why don't you enlighten us as to why you joined DCOM, Akane?
Junpei.
Someone using that name has thrown us into a similar game. No way you can ask me to believe they're unrelated.
Stop it, Junpei. From what I can tell, Akane's the victim.
I'm here to change the future. Free the Soul is
Huh?
currently attempting
That was
to
a weird
implement
sound.
a terrifying plan. I infiltrated the experiment to stop that.
So you knew that this game would happen?
I don't know. I didn't know any specifics about all of this.
But you just said it's to change the future.
The
A very
subtitles were
distant
reversed
future.
there.
So you access the morphogenetic field and...
Hold up.
Hold up.
Carlos.
What are you talking about?
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results.
Why'd he have to interrupt?
Wait, voting results? Oh, wait.
All three groups have voted for different teams.
Oh, okay. So this is the path line. Okay. So this is the path line where people voted equally. The other one was too, though, right? Because Q killed both other teams, right? Which means no teams actually got bombed. So this must take place in, like, the same... It's like first come, first saved, right? So it's called, so...
It's simple. I shall show you.
Alright. Hey! Oh, excuse me.
The other two teams are listening to a message just like this one. In their ward's decontamination room.
What?
The construction of all of their larvae say. A yellow button exists on the wall in each.
Oh, that thing.
Oh, that thing.
Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
Hydrogen fluoride?
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron.
Yep.
Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary. That button on the wall is your way to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do? Will you press
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure... I'm probably gonna say no, don't press it, right?
all up to you to decide?
And then
Isn't
our
it
memories are gonna
obvious?
get erased.
Junpei!
And then
Let's think about this.
in one of the lines, we're gonna wake up,
We need to push
memories
the button
erased
before
in
the
this
other
room
teams do.
again,
What are you saying,
where we get
Junpei?
acided, right?
Are you really
As
willing
this
to
team.
sacrifice everyone else so you can escape?
It's to survive.
Or we press it and
Kill
keep the
or be
memories,
killed.
right?
So we need to make sure to kill them first.
Junpei, I'm here. You've changed so much. Ah!
Jeez.
Damn you! Do you want to die? You're okay with never seeing your sister again?
Maria.
No way in hell I'm dying!
Okay. So, I didn't think it was Akane. I just wanted Maria.
No, don't, Carlos! If none of the teams push it, then it has to be like when we voted.
While you're wishing on a star, we'll end up killed.
Junpei!
Push it, Carlos!
Alright. Time to decide. No, we're not pushing it. We're sticking to our original world line that I did in the other one, where my initial choice is no one presses it and no one dies, right? Is the dream I wish to follow.
It's been 3 minutes.
Does that mean none of the teams...
It has to mean no one pushed it!
Oh, that was the longest 180 seconds ever.
You're telling me. I'm nearly drowning in my own sweat. Like I practically had that acid bath already.
It seems there may be a misunderstanding, so I shall clear it up for you. I never said the showers would evaporate
Yep.
as soon as the button is pressed.
They're gonna drug us and then we'll wake up. You still don't know. Yep. We had this last time, right?
What?
No! Then when will we?
Less than a minute left before we're knocked out. That means...
So you're saying we won't even know until we're already melted into goo?
Now, it is time for you to next you wake, know that you will have no memory of these past 90
Yep, no memories.
pleasant dreams.
So that's why when they wake up in this room later after Q hit the button, in that world line anyway, right? They only have like a vague feeling of it, right? Alright, so that's that. So do we go back and change it right away? I haven't decided whether or not. You know, let's do it. Let's just go back and change it, because what happened to me was it's been like pretty much a week, I think, since I've done this one here, right? And I kind of forgot the circumstances of like who was where and what and when and stuff like that. So them here pressing the button came before. Oh wait. Did this just add a branch on? This wasn't like this before, right? It went from here down to here, down to here, down to the Q one, right? And now this just added another little branch in. Obviously, us not pressing the button leads to Q not pressing the button, and then whenever we do the other branch, it'll be them not pressing the button, and then goes into these two branches, right? I imagine. But Q pressing the button leads into this one pressing the button leads into this one, and then the other team pressing the button will lead into another, like, shorter end kind of thing. Let's do it. I'm gonna stick with my guns of... It helps me understand the situation that the characters are in when I go and make the change, kind of thing. Hopefully I don't mess up. I don't know that there's really... I mean... I don't know there's a really way to mess up, right?
Is it?
It's all about how you want to play. That's how they designed it. They would have designed it in Railroad to do more if they didn't want you to do what I'm doing, right? Push the button! I like pushing buttons.
Carlos, why?
No, Akane.
Hey, you did good, Carlos.
Junpei?
You dedicated your life to saving people, so this is probably hard for you. But what you did is...
Stop!
Carlos!
I think I'm probably gonna do one
It
more
wasn't
fragment
me.
after this for
Someone
tonight.
took my hand
A little bit
and-
shorter of a night. What?
You're not going to say the devil made you
Wait,
do it.
what, Carlos?
Are you?
Made me?
Oh my god,
maybe
are they
it's
getting
stress,
into...
Or you've always had that urge buried deep down inside. Blamed your bad judgment calls on something controlling you? Come on, it's just part of being human. Life experiences.
Interesting.
You made a wise
Interesting.
decision. You sacrificed the lives of others.
Okay, so we've had this. He's gonna say that you get to keep your memories, so I want to talk.
Zero.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made
In
an emergency evacuation.
one of the other fragments that we just did tonight,
There is no blame.
I can't remember exactly which one it was that made me think of it,
Now I'm sure
but there was a part of me that wondered, was it tonight? Now I'm really... Wow, my memory is so bad. Anyway,
all sleep again.
there was a moment
Why?
where I felt
It's
very
1929.
meta, where they were where they were
Time for good kids to be
implying
in
that
bed.
me making the choices is like a foreign like entity in the game to them, right? It gave me like the hint that maybe it was gonna get meta and involve like me as a part of the game, right? Me as the player. And now with Carlos saying it wasn't me, someone took control of my hand. I wonder if that was like getting to that meta point. And then when I was playing ZE1, I think it was, I thought that there could be a meta aspect to it where, like, before I fully understood, like, the Morph... Oh, wow. Oh, wait, no, it's gonna railroad us into this one, right? It's gonna be 1? Yeah, okay. Just like I did the last time. But to continue what I was saying, I believe it was ZE1 where I went on, like, a whole theory, at first anyway, where I can't remember exactly my thoughts on it, but I remember wondering if it was going to be like a meta storyline where it involved the player as being like a part of the game, as being like the one... it was when like all the characters were confused and the morphogenetic fields weren't like fully explained yet, and they were getting like all this information like flashing into their heads. And I was wondering if that was like supposed to be like information from us, the player, I think, or something like that. I remember having like the question of whether it was going to get like very meta and involve the player. And I don't know, I just got flashes of that again with Carlos being like someone like controlled my hand, right? But maybe there's another explanation for it, kind of thing. But anyway, let's continue on. So we get to see all these characters get acided again.
This is...
The decontamination room.
Decontamination?
Huh. This is weird.
Weird?
I feel like I've been trapped in this room before.
You must be imagining things.
I guess.
This button.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, something isn't right.
Maybe we've forgotten about this place.
The drugs and the bracelets?
What?
Yep, and here comes the acid. It doesn't get any better the second time around, and we're gonna have to do it a third time too, at some point, whenever we get around to it. Ugh, God. Yep, doesn't get any better. Alright.
Now announcing the current casualties.
We're about to get more...
Q Team, Q, Mira, Eric. D Team, Diana, Vi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased.
Gonna get more codes I can try to remember.
6 X-passes will be revealed. Self, Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin, Old.
Self, Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin, Old.
That's right.
Self, Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin, Old. I'm probably gonna forget those guys. I hate to say it, but... Unless it has me enter them right now. Self.
Wow, that was fast. Huh, we put these passwords in, and we can reach the surface.
But to get them, the other teams...
It's not your fault, Carlos.
I've been busting my ass for the past 10 years. I wanted to save as many lives as I could. I worked hard to do that.
Leucochloridium.
Oh, we heard that before.
Spinochordodes teleniae. Have you heard of either of these, Carlos?
Why are you suddenly...
They inhabit and control the actions of creatures larger than them. Parasites.
Are you suggesting we were controlled by whatever that was you said?
Leucochloridium are snail parasites, praying mantises and grasshoppers.
Haven't we heard of Leucochloridium before in this game?
So they don't...
But I don't remember them being parasites.
Correct.
Maybe I'm misjudging.
I've heard of one, however.
What was the name of the drug
Toxoplasma
from ZE1?
Toxoplasma gondii?
Rats with toxoplasmosis no longer fear their predator, the cat, and are in fact drawn to the smell of their urine.
The rats are attracted to cats?
For humans infected with Toxoplasma gondii, changes in actions and personality have been reported. you become a risk taker, your reactions slow, or you become extremely sensitive.
Are you saying Carlos pushed that button because of something like that?
I don't know, but it's more realistic than saying you were possessed by a devil.
A human controlling parasite. Huh.
You know, I'm kind of happy that I picked the route that I picked. Because...
Are you guys ready?
Junpei being
Yes.
emo,
No problems
or like
here.
the way he is...
Right. Then let's put in the passwords.
Junpei being the way he is might have bugged me through all of these branches if I didn't have that explanation that we just got from him, saying that, you know, he went through hell trying to find Akane, he worked for a detective agency where he's seen so much death. It, like, it makes it a little bit better, right? To me, that, like, okay, I can understand why he's emo now, rather than going through all the other branches and just being like, God, why are you so emo? So I'm almost glad I got that, like, right away, right? Bird, Self, Lake, Rip, Old... There was one more, right? Shit. Bird, Self, Rip, Lake, Old... God damn it. What was the last one? Ah, I almost had it. I didn't want to cheat. I almost had it. Is there like a... There's no other way to see it, right? Like... It's on the wall over there, but I guess it doesn't give us the option to, like, look at the wall, right? Self-Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin. Damn it. Goddamn. Yeah, like, Lake, I feel like could refer to Eric and his deal with the lake, right?
It opened!
Let's hurry! The door will close right away!
Old could reference Sigma. That's where, like, I was trying to connect, like, the words to the people who died before. Wait, what? Wait, what was that? What?
Hey, what are you standing around for?
Carlos?
What the fuck?
I can't leave with you guys.
What?
Did he just... Was that just, like, morphogenetic
I made a
field shit?
promise in another history that I'd definitely save you two.
What?
Another history?
What nonsense
Yeah, that
are you
was
babbling
like...
about?
What the
Come
fuck?
on, hurry up!
What's going on?
Later, guys.
Carlos!
Carlos!
Wait, did we see that history? No, I don't think so, right?
Just hang on. I'm going to go save you now.
Interesting. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, clearly we saw, like, a little light coming from the ceiling. Was that, like, morphogenetic field stuff or something like that going on, I wonder? Like, how, blah, 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 blah. You know how we have Sigma and Phi who said, like, let's jump earlier. They did their jumping thing before. We've known that since ZE2. Is that what he just did? Interesting.